debut stateside, because in the videos of him from Europe from back then, he looked like a real top contender for top 8 at majors. But I think the great tragedy was we never actually saw Calle W at any major tournaments outside of Sweden. I still don't think he's ever been to the USA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've yet to see him make a big splash in the States, but it'll be good. It would be a pleasure to see it, just like you said.
Yeah.
But right now we're going to kick it straight into this match where Calle W is going to show us how Falco separates the climbers. His shine, of course, does a good job of putting him to the air, allowing him to get follow-ups. His smash attacks, if the climbers were to shield it, it can actually push the climbers back.
Yeah,
forward smash.
Forward smash is really, really solid. And even his grabs are pretty good. You can forward throw them against each other. That's a Professor Pro tactic.
True.
And it does a pretty handy job of separating them. PC Chris was always a big proponent of, you mentioned him earlier, big proponent of down throwing the climbers.
True.
With Falco.
Yeah.
That actually works pretty well.
Now, another thing to do note, Falco having the lasers can make it pretty interesting for ice climbers who usually have a great time dealing with opponents on the ground.
Yeah.
It's going to have to force climbers to mix up their game a bit.
Falco really, I think, mitigates the ice climber ground game pretty well because, whereas a character like, Fox can just jump over the lasers, for example, or, if you have the mobility of, some of those faster characters, you can basically deal with lasers just by moving around them.
Yep.
But ice climbers, all of their good movement is side to side. It's not up and down. They don't have a good, jump. It's not really what they're doing in the neutral game, so. But Alpha Dash has done a very good job just forcing these little scuffle situations with Calle W, and then he's finding grabs in these little itty-bitty places where Calle W is kind of screwing up. And if you're doing that as the ice climbers, you're set. That's exactly what you want. See, like right there, why didn't he get that grab? Alpha Dash's Nana was nowhere near him, but Calle W just kind of rolled towards him, and Alpha Dash reacted.
Right now it looks like Calle W is definitely a big fan of just tossing out the forward smashes in neutral.
Oh. just as you said it. Okay.
Well, still managing to keep it close, even though Alpha Dash is getting a lot of throws. One thing I've noticed about Alpha Dash is that he's not really going for any wobbles. He likes look at that.
He's been going for the chain grabs, which is, maybe suboptimal. Maybe he's a little bit of a swag master. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know what his, what his deal is, but. Okay, interesting side B. I think Calle W really could have just gone to the ledge, but.
Oh, that was an opportunity for a down smash right there, but instead we see Alpha Dash tech chase with a jab. Okay, nice nair, forcing Falco off stage. No big punish yet.
Calle W kind of getting caught in his movement a little bit, just like flubbing. Yeah,
wow,
that's the one situation you need to be careful. If ice climbers can wave dash towards you, they actually have a pretty big toolbox. Nice. I like that. He knew Nana was dead without interference from Popo, so he just kept Popo busy with a laser. Nice.
Jeez, that was a really confident tech chase ender.
Yeah.
Right as the opponent was landing, already had the forward smash at the ready.
One stock apiece. One thing that, that'll work. One thing I really like in this matchup as the Spaceys against the Ice Climbers is when you land just like that, exactly like that. You land behind them with a deep aerial. So, even if they're shielding, you land behind their shield and you start up your pressure. So if they don't shield it, you get a clean hit. And that last stock was the best stock by far that Calle W played.
Wow.
So, say they're shielding, right? Or they're trying to get you to do something. Maybe they throw out a move and you land behind their shield with say your Falco, you start up a downer. And you're not going to get shield grab because they're not facing you. And even if they do a wave dash out of shield, what happens a lot of the time is if you're shield pressuring them, say you go for some multi-shines, because Nana acts, I think it's 6 frames slower than Popo, sometimes you catch Nana because she moves slower out of her shield, and you get a very easy separation, and then, from there it's just Falco's combo game is so good against Nana. You can just combo her up and down, and Popo doesn't really have much to say about it. So if Calle W could play this next match like he did that last stock, this is going to be very difficult for Alpha Dash.
Right now we have Alpha Dash opting for his counter pick, looking like smart choice. Found a Dreams trying to keep it up close and personal right now with Calle W.
Yeah, I like this this counter pick. Ooh, yeah, that's an unspaced forward smash. Here's a wobble.
Wow, and there it is. Okay, so Alpha Dash maximizing his punish off of the first grab here.
Yep.
Oh, but Calle W still has an opportunity to come back. And wow, Alpha Dash does not close out. This could actually spell trouble.
I wonder why he didn't just grab the ledge. I thought, well, I don't know. You got to be, you know, you got to finish your plate.
There it is.
Okay, that was good. That was, see, if he had just wobbled him a little higher, like to that percent, you know, I think that would have been a much. Oh, here we go.
Oh, another opportunity here. Let's see if he probably tries to get the opponent maybe to 150. It's like safe, right?
Would be nice, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
I wonder if he's confident with the back throw.
Oh!
All right, and the drop.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and there we have it.
Gets the pick. I mean, you know, maybe that's his thing. Maybe he's not confident doing the combo winners. I don't want to like judge him off of just like the small sample size of 2 wobble attempts.
Yeah.
Because I know sometimes you see people play in tournament and they screw up things that they don't usually screw up in friendlies. So I don't want to do my man like that.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes they might be nervous.
Yeah.
Or the venue might be cold and they're just messing up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was huge. Double up smash. And now there was an opportunity for potential more damage since Falco's in the air and he's fast falling. Let's see if Calle W still has it in his heart to keep battling. Opening up with that forward smash, catching Nana off guard. Poor girl.
Just like you said, man, that forward smash actually just, you can kind of let it rip against the Ice Climbers, and as long as you space it, it's just really good.
Oh, early nair there, giving a free opportunity for the shield grab. Oh, and that dash attack too. Falling prey to many shield grabs right here from Alpha Dash.
Yeah.
And if Alpha Dash were to lose his stock, he would have 2 climbers on the field, which would make it tougher. So hopefully Calle W makes sure his pressure is airtight. Good stuff taking that stock though.
Yeah, he's got to be careful doing stuff like the early downer, especially when there are 2 climbers in play.
Yeah. Oh, there's the grab.
Nice
Okay.
recovery, yeah. Okay.
I like the back throw, actually. That was smart.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, I think he was looking for, well, hoping for maybe a spot dodge or something. I'm not even sure. Not the best DI, huh?
Probably high recovery. Yep, he opts for it. Sweet spot. Oh, did he shorten that or he was just too far?
I think it was too far.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been a shorten, honestly. I'm not sure. Found is like kind of weird with it sometimes.
True. All right. Well, 1-1 right here on the scoreboard between these 2 players.
Yeah, we got a match.
Yeah. Game
This
3.
is a match right now.
We actually don't get to see too many game 3s this weekend, so I'm
Oh
excited.
yeah, this is this the first?
This is bracket. No, I wouldn't say this is the first because in pools I definitely saw
Okay.
game 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah. As did I. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pokemon Stadium. This is like famously a very. Oh my God.
Oh, and Calle W is about to bleed right now from all these hits from the hammer. Ice Climber's just headbutting and forward tilting. He's getting bludgeoned right now. And he drops it.
Yo, that's kind of been his bane. Ooh, laser grab. Yeah, see.
Okay, so he has the back throw, decent forward smash.
He does.
Okay.
So, like I said, you know, when you're landing and you're trying to, you know, attack the Ice Climbers in their shield, I would highly advise Calle W, if I were his coach right now, to land behind his shield at all times.
Yeah.
We're seeing him go for, you know, setups that honestly are, like, pretty good. Like, laser grab in front of someone is, like, it's a strong tool, but the risk-reward is just, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's not worth it. If you can just land behind their shield, it just changes the game. And that's really what he wants to be looking out for.
Yeah,
and likewise, you know, Alpha Dash, he wants to position, see, exactly like that. He wants to position himself such that when Calle W attacks him, he can get a grab off of it, which pretty much means, you know, making him miss. Yeah, like that was a space forward smash if he was a little bit nearer to him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you because if an Ice Climber has their back to their opponent, when you go for like a defensive bear out of shield, to like mitigate pressure, you're not gonna link wobble, you know, get a wobble from that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing you really get off of it except getting them off you. And you know, back air, honestly, it's not terribly slow, but it's not also the fastest move. You know, it's not like a Peach Nair out of shield or like a Shine out of shield or something, right? It's not the best out of shield option. So right now, Calle W playing this pretty well.
I like how Calle W just put Alpha Dash right there up in the air, trying to see if he can hold down the corner pressure. Good DI by Alpha Dash, forcing Calle W to go with a neutral air, and I think that's a back air. Ender?
Yep.
He should just grab edge, but just for good measure, he tosses in another one. Now we have Alpha Dash, who's actually not in the lead.
Yeah. Oh my God, there it is. The wave dash back to grab.
Spoke too soon there.
Up throw. Yeah, I like that. Grab is like the one time it's always safe to run in and grab, and I think people should do it more, if anything. When you come down with invincibility, if they're shielding there, just grab.
True.
Because even if they rollers, oh, that was great. That's exactly that. Calle W's got to be feeling so good. But yeah, when you're invincible, you know, if you miss your grab, there's nothing they can do to you. So you can just go for a grab and down throw, up throw, back throw, forward throw. All of them are good for splitting them up. And now Calle W is looking much, much stronger.
Okay, now, and good stuff by him, making sure to waste away that invincibility, using Falco's high full jump.
Yes, really strong tool from Falco.
Yeah, even like coupling it with the drift, just to make it difficult for him to catch him as he's landing.
Drifts.
Yeah, that's one thing that people don't really touch on too much. Falco does have a bit of a drift with his full jump, and woohoo!
Yeah, no, he was like 1 inch.
That was so smart from him, dude. He needed to end that wobble really quickly, and he did, catching the miss DI.
Otherwise, I don't know. I guess you could wobble him until the cliff is down. I don't know if that's considered stalling. But in any case, Nana's out of play. This is all on Sopa right now.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough right here for Alpha Dash, and you know he's not feeling too hot right now, and that is it. Good attempts.
Good set.
Yeah, good set indeed, man. That entire time, I actually thought that Alpha Dash probably would have taken it. Seeing how he's been just getting a lot of wobbles, and some of Calle W's approaches have led to him getting wobbled time and time again, or just shield grabbed even, right? But Calle W started to wisen up, started getting key grabs, and just like separating the climbers at the right times, making sure to maximize his punishes too on the NPC climber Nana. Yeah. When the time was right. That shine off the top on Pokemon Stadium, that was big. Like
that really, I think, cemented things because, more so than just sneaking into the lead, I think it gave Calle W a surge of confidence. Yeah. It's like you always feel really just relieved when you kill Nana. You're like, okay, I don't have to worry about the wobble. I don't have to worry about all the the crazy setups. And you're basically fighting a low tier at that point. So it just gives you like an opportunity to breathe, and especially when you sneak into the lead, then you got a little bit of leeway to sort of play around.
Yep.